Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to make a Brazilian coconut cake. It's kind of like a tres leches, but not as milky. There's not as much soaking liquid, and it's really delicious. So these are all the ingredients that you'll need. Okay, you'll need 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of flour mixed with 1 tablespoon of baking powder, a 1/4 cup of coconut milk. You'll need a small metal bowl to beat the egg whites, and then a larger bowl for the egg yolks and sugar. And then you'll need a greased 8x8 or 9x9 inch pan lined with parchment paper. And you'll need 4 eggs, and we're going to separate the eggs. Okay, so let's get started. So I asked my mom to separate the eggs for me. The egg yolks are going in the larger bowl, and the egg whites are going into a very clean metal bowl. If you want a more detailed explanation of how to make a sponge, please watch my tres leches cake video. Okay, now with a mixer, I'm going to beat the egg whites to soft peaks. Okay, so this is what soft peaks should look like. So set that aside. Okay, so now I'm going to add the sugar, the 1 cup of sugar to the 4 egg yolks. And I'm going to beat that until thick and creamy. So this is what it should look like. Okay, now I'm going to add in the 1/4 cup of coconut milk. Now I'm going to sift in the flour with the baking powder in it. Now with the wire whisk, fold in the flour, mix in the flour, I mean. Okay, now with the spatula, we're going to fold in half of the egg whites first. And then now add the rest of the egg whites. So fold it in gently, you don't want to remove any air. Now pour the batter into the pan. So I'm going to bake this until a toothpick comes out clean. That can take about 30 minutes or so at 300 degrees. And I'll see you back when it's done. Okay, so the cake is done baking, and it's just a little warm, but I cooled it pretty much, and this is what it looks like when it's done baking. So I'm going to take it out of the pan. Okay, now I'm going to poke holes all over the cake. Don't use a fork, use a toothpick for this. A fork will break up the cake too much. Now I'm going to make the soaking liquid for the cake, and it's not going to be saturated with the soaking liquid, it's just going to keep it really moist. So about 1/3 cup of coconut milk, unsweetened coconut milk. This is the same milk that we used for the cake batter. Now we're going to add about 1/2 a can of condensed milk. And mix that through. Now we're going to spoon this over the cake a little bit at a time so the cake can absorb it. Okay, so now I'm going to top it with coconut. So you can see most of it, this liquid has already been absorbed into the cake. You just want an even layer. Refrigerate the cake for a few hours before serving. Okay, time for a taste test. So moist. It just melts in your mouth. It's so good. You have to make this.